Hello, good afternoon. As I mentioned or indicated earlier or some time ago, this time around we are going to be very serious with our training. We are beginning with Microsoft Office Word, and then I uploaded a video on the platform for you to watch, and then have some overview of the use of Microsoft Office Word. I want to believe we have watched it. Now, our training largely will be activity based, and so my training is going to be such that you would get the knowledge or the skill on how to perform a specific activity. So today, for instance, we are to look at how to write a letter, in this case a formal letter. Most people have challenges in doing that, and so briefly in the next 9 minutes I should be able to take you through that. Already the video uploaded gave you some overview of the ribbon, and this is the ribbon. We have tabs, we have groups, we have settings, and so I wouldn't go over them because they are in the first video I uploaded. And so we are going to be making use of the tools here. By default, when you open your Microsoft Office Word, you see the font name Calibri Body. If you don't want it, you select any of the text you would see. Some of the texts are not formal. You can't use them to write formal letters. But I think for formal letters, we have, apart from the Calibri Body, we have Times New Roman. I usually like Book Antique, which is here. And so I'll be using the Book Antique. So for formal letter, the difficult aspect is how to write the date. Maybe I can have let me use myself as an example. So I can say Post Office box, sorry, let's say 112, comma, Wali, North East region, stroke R. Let me increase so that we can see. Okay. Then I have my dates, 28th January. The moment you start typing January, you can see that there is an IntelliSense. So if I press enter, January will come in full, comma 2023. Maybe, yeah, I think this is okay. But those who like using care of, let me just use care of. Maybe care of wire Adam. Okay. So this is my date. Then the recipient date, let's say the manager, then Ghana Commercial Bank Limited, Post Office box, let's say 115, it's in Wali. Again, Northeast region. Now we know this is where the manager, this is the default area, this is where the address is supposed to be, but this one is supposed to be here. And normally what people do is that they come and click in front here, then they push up to this end, come back and push from here, come and push, and then push the rest. Please, this is wrong. If you do this, you are not going to get it correctly. So what you can do is to highlight this. Now, in order to highlight text very well, for instance, if I want to highlight from here to 112, excluding the comma. All I need to do is to let the cursor to be blinking here. This is where I want to highlight to, so I'll let my cursor be here. Then shift, the shift key on my keyboard. I'll press and hold it and click once, and it will highlight up to that point. So you can see that the comma is not part of it. But in this case, I'm highlighting from care of all the way to 2023. So as my cursor is blinking here, I'll bring my cursor. I wouldn't click. I'll just let it be around here because this is where I want the highlight to end. Then I'll press and hold the shift key on my keyboard. Then I click. Then it selects. So I've highlighted. It means I'm ready to move this to the corner here. So now on your ribbon, we have these two tools. This is called decrease index. You can see as it's written, move your paragraph close to the margin. So you have decrease index and we have increase index. And so I'm going to use the increase index. I'll be clicking. So as it is moving, I'll be going. If it is too much, then I'll use the decrease to bring it back. So in this case, you have your address over here. Please, I want to do it once again. So it was here. Then I let the cursor blink here. I'm highlighting up to this point. So I'll bring my cursor here, hold the shift key on my keyboard and click once. Then now use the increase index to move the whole text and go. This is the end. But assuming I make a mistake and overgo, I can use the decrease index to bring it back. Then we have the address here. Nicely done. So you can practice this. Now we are done with that. The next line is our DSL. So we can use the tap on our keyboard, tap maybe once. Then I write DSL. Then enter. I tap. Okay, then maybe somewhere here I type application for a loan. Yes. So I'm done with that. But usually we prefer the title to be in the middle. So I'll leave it this way. Come to the next line. So if I start with I wish, then I'll stop and hold. Now I want this to be exactly in the middle. So what I can do is I'll have to let it begin from here. Then once again I'll highlight. Now I'm going to introduce you to another highlight. I can be here and click once and then it will highlight it. Please look at where the cursor is. I can just be here, click once and it will highlight. Or once again I can click here and send the cursor. My hand on shift, I'll hold it, click once, then it is there. So on your ribbon we have the center. So you can click this and it goes to the middle. Or as it is here, you can use the short key Ctrl+E, then it goes to the center. Then I want to underline on the ribbon under font group. You can see underline. So I click on underline. Or you can use Ctrl+U and then you underline. Okay, so I wish to apply for a loan in your noble organization. So this loan is to enable me settle some financial commitments. So that is our reason. I wish my application will be given an approval. Yes. So we are done with our application. We are now moving to the subscription.